We came to Oklahoma 60 years ago looking for rain. I grew up in the 50s in West Texas in the drought where it didn't rain. We've been blowing and going in southeastern Oklahoma ever since.
Malone Mitchell Jr. was born in Sanderson, Texas, where his family made their living raising sheep, goats, and cattle. By the time he was ready for college, he was already familiar with Oklahoma State University through livestock judging and its strong reputation in cattle production.
I had my choice of quite a few universities. I looked at quite a few of them, and I chose OSU. I started in the fall of '57. It was the year they changed the name from Oklahoma A&M to Oklahoma State University. So I called myself the original cowboy.
Malone joined the Flying Aggies during his time at OSU, which led him to meeting his wife, Roberta.
And I met her at the airport one October day when it was too nasty to fly, or I'd have been flying instead. Faith put us together. We got married between our junior and senior year, and we've been together ever since.
Malone went back to Texas, but eventually returned to Oklahoma to start an additional ranch. Today, Mitchell Ranches is the largest agricultural producer in Oklahoma south of I-40 and east of I-35. While the Mitchell Ranch is known for its cattle, the family has carried forward its Scottish tradition of raising sheep and goats, livestock that have been part of their heritage for generations.
We'd had sheep since 1895. Dad had sheep, his brothers had sheep. I grew up with sheep. One brother had Angora goats. Now we don't have any sheep. We've got a big herd, probably the largest herd of Angora goats in the United States.
Malone's a really neat individual, very down to earth. When you meet him, you probably don't have a good appreciation for how much knowledge he has of really both cattle production and sheep and goat production.
Malone's a cornerstone donor for the New Frontiers Agricultural Hall Capital Campaign. The N. Malone Mitchell Jr. Soils Lab, named after Malone, reflects his love of the land and conservation. And he's established the N. Malone and Roberta Mitchell Jr. Family Endowed Scholarship, supporting OSU's Sheep and Goat Center.
He recognizes that from a cattle standpoint, that's a pretty expensive operation to get into for young people, and sheep and goats can be a potential way for them on a smaller scale with less economic resources being needed for young people to get involved in production agriculture.
It gives them a place, in my opinion, to start in agriculture, a place to start. You start running sheep and then you go to the cafe and there won't nobody like you, but that's all right. Then you can get a cow and sit with the boys with the wannabes, I call them.
Sometimes in these roles as a dean, there's a lot of politics involved and you're trying to read between the lines and read the tea leaves. But with Malone Mitchell, you just get the straight, honest truth. And you need that sometimes in these roles. And it's one thing I certainly appreciate about him is he's not going to sugarcoat the situation. He's going to tell you what you need to hear and what he believes, and that's incredibly valuable.
Malone attributes his success to his personal philosophy.
It's always been one of my beliefs. If you take care of the land, it will take care of you.
Celebrating Malone Mitchell Jr., 2025 Ferguson College of Agriculture Distinguished Alumnus.